VTubers. In the year 2025, almost everybody has heard of this word, especially if you're into anime. You've probably seen a clip or two about these cute anime girls circulating social media. It's pretty hard not to see them since they are literally everywhere. From Facebook, Twitter or YouTube, VTubers has become one of the most in-demand forms of entertainment ever since its popularity popped off in 2020. And that's where I'll start my story. Sit back, relax, and listen to how I fell into a rabbit hole known as the world of VTubing. For once in my life, this is one hole I never regretted falling into. Welcome to the world of VTubers.
Water in the fire. Why?
Horny!
I'm horny.
やめろ That's bullying me.
Bug.
There it is. Tell us about it.
Bug.
Back.
I'm die. Thank you, whoever.
What?
VTubers has been around since 2010. Back then, the trend was mostly exclusive in Japan because the term originated there. During this time, I was in my early 20s and was still oblivious to it. I mean, can you blame me? Video games and women were the only things my young adolescence was thinking of. Fast forward a few years, and I was officially introduced to VTubers. It was around 2016 when clips of this anime girl with a cute pink hairband started to appear on my Facebook newsfeed. And soon, I was seeing her on YouTube as well. I was confused at first because I didn't recognize her. I thought she was from an anime show that used 3D animation instead of the usual 2D. After going to Google for answers, it was at that moment when I was introduced to my very first VTuber. You know who I'm talking about by now. This VTuber was none other than Kizuna Ai. Although not the first, she was the one to popularize the word VTuber. But before I continue, I bet most of you don't even know what a VTuber is. To put it simply, VTubers are people who use an avatar, mostly anime girls or boys, to entertain people on the internet. I can't really put it into words, so here's an answer from Google. So anyway, getting back to my story. After discovering Kizuna Ai, I started to watch even more of her clips daily. Back then, there was only a handful of people who took the time to actually translate her words because there was no official translation that was provided. God bless their souls. They were a lifesaver since I couldn't understand Japanese at all. For several years, Kizuna Ai was everywhere. This form of entertainment was indeed new to most people, including me. But at the end of the day, she was able to entertain me with all her silly shenanigans and won my heart. I always had a soft spot for anime girls. Maybe that's why I found her so amusing. Her popularity was slowly spreading throughout Southeast Asia as people my age were also watching her videos. But VTubers would gain the recognition they deserved at a time when the entire world needed something to brighten their life during a dark moment in human history. I am, of course, talking about the COVID-19 pandemic. With the entire world basically shutting down and no one being able to leave their homes, it was at this time that VTubers became popular. With nothing to do but surf the web, the word VTuber quickly spread like wildfire, and within months, these cute anime girls had dominated social media. Amid the pandemic, VTubers belonging to an agency named HoloLive started to make an appearance. After some research, I found out that HoloLive had been around even before the world shut down. And soon, I discovered that HoloLive had a bunch of VTubers working for them already. Like, a lot. Thanks to HoloLive and its VTubers, it made my life during the shutdown a little more bearable. But there was still a small problem. I still couldn't watch their live streams since they were speaking in Japanese. And there was no real-time translation, to my knowledge. Meaning, I had to rely on someone who would upload a separate video, but with subtitles. I bared with it since I really didn't have a choice. But that problem would soon disappear because HoloLive then debuted their first English VTuber group. Consisting of 5 members, these were Mori, Ina, Kiara, Amelia and Gura. These 5 girls were just the thing that I needed since they all spoke in English. Without a doubt, I quickly became a fan of theirs. And if you're wondering who among them was my favourite, it was Gura. In the coming years, Hololive was everywhere on social media. Year after year, they keep debuting new and unique VTubers. They even had VTubers from Indonesia. And although they had one from China, the group had already disbanded just when VTubers were getting popular. Even after the pandemic, VTubers were just as popular as ever. And not just popular, but extremely popular. Take this example from 2024. Gura, a member of Hololive English, made an appearance during a baseball game at Dodger Stadium. This was an insane thing to happen, but it happened. I cannot believe that this cute anime shark girl appeared during a Dodgers game while singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." With Hololive's popularity skyrocketing, it was only a matter of time before other companies started to create their own VTuber group. I wasn't much of a fan of VTubers that wasn't part of Hololive, but there was one VTuber from a different agency that caught my attention. It was Iron Mouse. I don't want to get into too much detail, but just know that ever since I discovered her, I have been a huge fan. But it wasn't until mid-2024 that I learned that aside from Japanese and English VTubers, there were also ones from my very own country, the Philippines. And that's where I fell even deeper into this rabbit hole.